This agreement was on the agenda last time. We agreed to defer this meeting to allow the county to seek additional assurance from the Russellville Whitesburg Utility District. The agreement we have before you has been slightly modified and deferred discussions. The last meeting, I know the mayor has written to the audience if you have any questions or concerns about the agreement as drafted. And our recommendation for approval of the agreement.
Are there any questions from council members at this point, either to the city administrator or to the county mayor who sits back there? Thank you for coming to the meeting, Phil.
Are we going to vote on one at a time? Is that what
We are.
I think that there is a valid reason for the $2,500 tap fee, and we have talked about that. Would that one be addressed, Mr. Cox, in the first one or the second one?
That's in the first one.
In the first one. I think there's a valid reason for that $2,500 tap fee, and that has been something that this council has talked about moving toward for many years. It's something that's we've been aware of. And it's a necessity in that area because it's a very definite health issue in that area that we've been aware of. And it's not something that just popped up overnight. It's not something it's something that's been worked toward. And I think what we have today is a good agreement that the mayor has gone back and worked on.
Just for clarification, this agreement is between the city and the county.
Are there any questions or comments at this point?
Yeah, I'm having a problem with this, Mayor. First, our ordinance don't state that we can do this. So I guess, Mr. Jesse, do you think this agreement is okay?
Mr. Brooks and members of council, I think that the city has authority under several statutes, local, interlocal governmental cooperative acts. I think under these circumstances, the city would have authority to enter into the agreement with the county.
Are you 100% sure?
I'm rare 100% sure, but I feel comfortable with it. And I think the cure would be, if I'm wrong, to amend our ordinance. And I think that would take care of it.
So I don't mean anything by this little joke, okay? Okay? But have you seen that commercial and said, well, I'm 99.9% sure? We said, yeah, I'm 99%. I said, well, that means you don't really know, do you?
Well,
have you seen the commercial?
I haven't seen that commercial, but I've heard the phrase, I want a one-armed lawyer because I don't want a lawyer telling me, well, on the one hand, it might be this, on the other, it might be that. So I get the point.
Oh, I like that. No, is Bill here? You might ought to come up here just for a minute if you don't care. Hey, listen, number one, I want this to go through, okay? I like this, but my question is it really legal? Is it fair to our customers? Now, my point is, back, what was it, 2004, where we put the 55 sewers to Russellville? Was it 204? Do you remember?
405.
Okay, do you remember?
I don't remember the exact
The
date.
55 that hooked on, county done that, 55.
That was before your time.
You're talking about the industry that we extended it to?
The 55 customers.
The neighborhood.
At the grant. Remember we
the
talked
neighborhood
about?
and we're like Second Street in Russellville up there across from where your village is.
Okay. You remember the other night you said there was how many customers?
35.
35. It started out, there was 55. Do y'all know that? Okay, you remember that?
No,
Started out-
I'm not on this one. I've heard 35 since Phil's been talking about it.
Well, it started out, Bill, 55, now we're down to 35. And some of them, you said 3 of us delinquent, right?
2 of them paid.
2 of them
2
paid.
of them paid. And 1 new.
Well, Mr. Jesse, do you remember that?
No, I wasn't aware of those facts.
Well, see, the city gave those, what do you call them, hookups, or what do you call them? Taps to them, 100%. Then, I don't know who the mayor was or whatever, but I wasn't here. Kay was here, Dick was here. Do you remember that, Dick?
I do remember the Whitesburg project, but I didn't remember the terms of it.
I didn't know you were gonna answer those questions, or I would have done my homework.
You haven't done your homework.
I didn't know the assignment.
You're a teacher. Remember? Anyway, I'm having a problem with it as far as, I'm just saying, Bill, I want it to happen, okay? And I'm sure it's gonna happen. But I don't really know in my heart if it's legal. I don't think it's fair, though. Mr. LaVelle's on the commission, and he voted for it there. Now, here he is on city council, and most likely going to vote for it. He believes in that, okay? And I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying, I don't think that's hardly right, because, see, you're taking, I think it comes up to about $30,000 difference, okay? If you have grant, if the county has grant money, why don't you pay the city the right share? You know what I'm saying? The whole part of it. Because you know who's going to be responsible for that is ratepayers. Ratepayers is going to have to pick up that $30,000 extra. I don't think it's fair. And what's going to happen, I believe, is people, just like that lady got up the other night and said, well, I'm living Road Junction, the sewer comes right by me. Why don't you let me have that for however much it's going to be? What is it going to be, 18?